good morning. Good morning. It's 1 minute to 10 o'clock, and I'm just popping on to say good morning on this beautiful day in my neck of the woods. Oh, it's glorious. There is not a cloud in the sky. The sky is so blue. It's actually, could be a combination of azure afternoon and maybe Tahitian tide. It's gorgeous here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's going to be gorgeous for the next whole week. And lots of exciting things are happening in my neck of the woods, so it's all good. So in a minute, not even a minute, we'll start. I've got one card that I'm going to show you. I'm going to talk about another card that I'm going to show you later on, maybe today or maybe tomorrow. I don't know when. I'll explain what's going on in a second. But, okay, it is 10 o'clock. So welcome, everybody, to my Friday Fun Stamping. And today I'm going to show you a very easy card. I had a little, I know last week I said I was going to do Father's Day card, and I'm going to do that later on. I haven't gotten it finished yet, so I'm going to wait. Hey, Jan, good morning, Jan. Nice to have you on board with me this morning. Thank you for popping in. So I will show you that either later on today or tomorrow. But this is the one that we're going to do today. So let me just show you this. And here it is. Now, I absolutely, if you know me, I love birds. And when this Flight and Airy designer paper came out, it just captured my heart. I absolutely love it. I love the colors. I love the designs. I love the whole process that the artist used to create this gorgeous paper. So this is an oldie but a goodie template. It's taking a piece of that designer paper, layering it on another layer of a corresponding color, which I use soft seafoam, which is a beautiful color. And boy, does that remind me of the ocean. And then you take a piece of vellum and run it through any kind of embossing folder that you want and layer that on, and then add your message and a little embellishment. So I'm going to show you how, then of course you have to decorate the envelope. Can't have naked envelopes in my opinion. If you want a naked envelope, go right ahead and have one. But anyway, so let me bring in the supplies that I need for this, and I will show you how easy this is. So of course my base is going to be basic white. And you know that whole story. You've done this a million times because you're all veteran stampers. I hardly ever have brand new people, but sometime, hopefully that will happen. Anyway, so that's all folded. Then the next thing I did was I took a piece of the designer paper. Just feast your eyes on that. Look at those birds. Isn't that just gorgeous? Look at how pretty they are. And the colors, this is Bubble Bath, this is Boho Blue, this is Soft Sea Foam and Garden Green. But look at how pretty that is. It's just gorgeous. Good morning, Nancy. Thank you very much, my friend. And then, wait a minute, let me get my, I thought I had my my silicone pad. Hold on. Let me grab that. Here we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that designer paper and I am just going to layer it onto this with a little bit of adhesive, like this. Isn't the back part, this is all Bubble Bath. Isn't that beautiful? That's that Monet-ish look. I love it. And I love soft sea foam because it really does remind me of the ocean, white with foam, or soft sea foam. All right, so there is that. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the piece of vellum. Now I've already taken this piece of vellum. This is 5 by, hey Colleen, good morning. This is 5 by 2, a 5 by 2. Colleen, I think you've got a craft thing coming up this weekend, or at least I think so. Anyway, I wish I could go, but I can't, but I'll explain in a minute what's going on. So, hey Barbara McDuffie, good morning, good morning. So I ran it through the layered 3D embossing folder, and look at how pretty that is. See how pretty that is? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, with vellum, there's a little trick about vellum. You don't really want to see your adhesive coming through the vellum. However, in this situation, I am going to put adhesive on all 4 corners very carefully. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want this vellum to really be secure on my designer paper. I tried it with using glue dots in strategic places because you can put glue dots in places that aren't going to show through. However, it didn't work nicely and I didn't like the way it looked. So I'm putting adhesive, as I showed you, on all 4 sides And now I'm just going to bring it in. Let me bring it back here so you can see. And I'm going to make sure that I get it exactly where I want it. And then I'm just going to press very gently to make sure it's nice and secure. Now, if you look very carefully, you will not be able to see that adhesive. If you look, and this is a little bit hard on the camera to show you, but you can't, when in real life, when you're looking at it, you can't see it. And the thing is, I think if I had just done a little bit and then stopped and a little bit more, you would see the gap in between. But this way, if you use a whole strip of the adhesive, you're not going to see it showing through. It's just a little persnickety issue that I have. All right, so then the next thing I did was I took a piece of ribbon. Now I wanted to I thought, I love this ribbon. This came in a package. This was a 2-pack, and to be honest, I can't even remember the name of it, but I love it. It's just really pretty. But any ribbon would do, anything that you want, either white or a corresponding color. And I'm just going to add some adhesive on the back, like this. And then I'm going to just eyeball it. I'm going to make sure that I sort of get it halfway, right in the middle, like this. Okay, that looks good to me. Now I'm going to add more adhesive all the way around. I like to make sure that my cards stick. There's nothing worse than having a card layer pop off or an embellishment pop off or something. That's just my opinion, but that's why I'm not afraid to use adhesive. All right, so here is my base, and now I'm going to put this on the front like this, and like that. Okay. And then just make sure that's is anchored down nicely. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of basic white cardstock, and Go To Greetings is one of my favorite stamp sets. I love it. So I'm going to take the one that says Just a Note, and I'm going to stamp it like that. I love the font. That's a really beautiful font. And then I'm going to take my this double thing punch, I forget the name of it, and I'm just going to pop this out like that. And then I've already taken a piece of the soft seafoam and popped that out. Now I'm going to add this to it. Very easy. A little bit of adhesive here, and then get this on east, west, north, south, sort of. Here we go, like that. Then I'm going to take some dimensionals. Now, the trick with the dimensionals is I don't want to put dimensionals on the east-west sides of this, because then it would attach itself to the ribbon, and that's not going to secure it nicely. So instead, I'm going to do a north-south orientation here. A north and a south. Perfect. Then pop these little babies off, and then I'm going to put this on. These would make, I think, a lovely gift for somebody. So there we go, like that. Pop that on like that. Now, I think it needs a little bit of a gem. These gems came from a paper pumpkin kit or from one of our kits, and I honestly don't remember, but it's a very light blue. I love the color. It matches it beautifully. So I'm just going to take one of these, and I'm going to put it, whoops, I'm going to put it right here under the A, which is equidistant. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's lovely. Then I have, well, I thought I had a little strip. Whoop. I had a strip. What did I do with it? Well, anyway, I had a strip of this designer paper that I was going to put inside here on the bottom, because I got that punch after watching your Easter Bunny Rabbit. Love it. I do too. I do too, Jan. It's very versatile. Anyway, I would take a piece of this designer paper and put a strip in here, because this is plain and I like it to have a little bit of extra eye appeal. And so by having a strip of that designer paper there, that would look lovely. So I'm not going to run and do that, because you know how to cut paper, blah, blah, blah. But here is my envelope flap. Now the envelope flap is a corresponding DSP to this design. This design is lots of little birds, little robins, if you will, and this is a larger version of it. And there's the back side of it. The back side of this paper is gorgeous too. So I'm going to add some adhesive to this, and then I am going to apply it, because you can't have naked envelopes, in my opinion. And I want to make sure that it's the right orientation, so that when the person receives this, they're seen in the correct way, not upside down. And then, of course, I'm going to take my little snipperinis, and I'm just going to trim this right out. And there we have it. Talk about easy. Again, these would make lovely gifts for somebody. Nice little package of 4 or 6, whatever, in a little PVC box with a cute little tag and a ribbon. And voila, you have a very, very pretty card, I think. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? Now, I made another one this week. Some of my friends who came over on Wednesday, we did the same thing. This is the same paper, but it's a different design. And this one says, "Hope you're feeling better soon," with different ribbon and a little embellishment as well. You will notice that the vellum is not as tall as the designer paper, and I didn't quite like it like that. So that's why on these cards, I made sure that the height of the designer paper, the vellum, was 5 inches. And also, this was a little bit wider than I wanted. And you can see, this is the one that I used with glue dots. And see how this doesn't attach to the sides because there's no glue dot there, silly me. So that's why I decided to use the snail, and it worked very, very well. So anyway, this is what we're going to be doing for next week, next Monday and Tuesday. However, we're also going to be doing a card using the feathered flight, which I love, love, love this stamp set. And like I said, I just started doing that. I didn't have time to finish it so that I could show it to you this morning. The reason I didn't is because so much excitement is happening in my family. Right now, even as we speak, my grandson and my son-in-law are on their way to our house. They flew in from Los Angeles 2 days ago, and they're coming here. Milo, our grandson, is going to stay with us for 3 days. His father has to go to Vassar College. He's a graduate, an alumni of Vassar, and he's going to a reunion, and he's got some networking that he's going to be doing. And then they're coming back, and then they're going to take tours of UMass and University of Vermont, because my grandson Milo was accepted to those schools as a transfer student. So the wheels are in motion for their transfer from Los Angeles to Massachusetts permanently. So there's lots going on in my house. It's very exciting, with dog sitting, puppy sitting, taking care of their kitty when the kitty arrives in 3 weeks with Milo and Sulky. So it's all good. But anyway, didn't mean to bore you with my family details. But anyway, that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. So next week, again, we will do this card, and we will do one like this. And I will try to get online to show you what that card looks like before Monday. So, my friends, thank you very much for popping in. This was a fast one today, but I've got lots of things that I got to get done. My family's on their way. They should be here momentarily. So I will see you next Friday. Thank you very much for joining me. I love your support. It means an awful lot. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And until next Friday, namaste, my friends. Bye-bye.